So a brand new game called Exoprimal just released a few days ago, and today I'm going to give you my first impressions on the game. Now, Exoprimal was actually made by Capcom. It's kind of a big release where they're going to be doing a lot of crossovers. There's going to be a Monster Hunter crossover at one point. There's going to be a Street Fighter crossover at one point. The kind of thing, how this game works is that it is a multiplayer only game. So it's you with a team of like 4 others against another team of 5. And you're just battling dinosaurs, basically seeing who can get to the final objective and complete it first. And the better you do, the more experience you get. It's just, like I said, just a multiplayer game that honestly, fighting the dinosaurs is actually a ton of fun. And at certain points, like especially during the final mission, you get to become a dinosaur occasionally. And that is some of the most fun that I have had in a long time when it comes to multiplayer games. So it's just a blast when you're in it, you're fighting dinos, you know, racing against the other team. I have a lot of fun with it. Now, when it comes to the story, and yes, there is a story, it is very, very confusing, at least to the point I'm at right now, which is still kind of early on, but the story seems to be that for some reason, dinosaurs just started appearing through portals and attacking people in the world, and you kind of train to be in exosuits that can fight the dinosaurs, which is cool, until your ship crashes on an island where a big disaster happened right as soon as the dinosaurs very first started appearing like 3 years ago. And then now there's a giant AI thing that takes you back to the past before the incident happened that caused more problems, trains you to fight dinosaurs to build a better exosuit to help fight dinosaurs. It's all really confusing and makes absolutely zero sense, at least to the point that I've gotten to. The story is very, very confusing, but this is not a game you really play for the story. Now, to get into some of the issues that I have with the game, number one is that at this current time, there's only one thing to do, and it's the Dino Survival mode. There is no other modes to play in the game. They are going to be adding more later on, so by the time you watch this video, they could have added more modes, but at the time of recording, there is only one singular mode. And although it is fun, doing it over and over and over and over again eventually kind of starts to lose its luster. Kind of gets just a bit repetitive, which is unfortunate. Kind of one of the other downside is the loading times. As soon as you go to load into a match, I've experienced up to like 3+ minutes of just sitting there waiting because it has to go through a loading screen, and then it gets to a cutscene that's not skippable, and then after the cutscene, then you get to a part where it's like you and your team are on one side and the other team's on the other side, and you can like shoot at each other or dance or kind of whatever you want to do, which is kind of cool. But then it loads again into the map, and then you have about 5-10 seconds before the game actually starts. So there is a lot of sitting and waiting. The other unfortunate thing with that is when you complete a mission, you finish it, you're like, yeah, we won, or oh no, we lost. You get kicked back to the main menu, so you can't just continue playing with the people you were already playing with if you just chose to play with randoms. You can get around this by playing with buddies, but that's also kind of a downside as well, as at the time of recording this video, the buddy system, you can only be buddies with people who are on the same system that you are. So if they're on a different platform, you can't be buddies with them, which means you can't just get connected with them and play with them regularly, which is hopefully something they fix in the future. It is crossplay, which is fantastic. If you just join randoms, you will be playing crossplay with other players on different platforms, which is fantastic. Another thing that I find really great is I haven't experienced too many bugs. Like, it seems to be pretty clean and crisp, but kind of going back to some of the downsides a little bit, it's very, very, I wouldn't say pay to win, because there's all the paid things are like cosmetics and things like that. You're not buying anything that's gonna give you like an edge over someone else, but it's just, there's a lot of microtransactions, whether it's unlocking characters early or buying different cosmetics, buying the season pass, things like that. It can get to be a bit much, and that's kind of saying something on top of the like $60 price that it already is just to buy the game in the first place. I think if they were going to have all these mechanics, the game should have been for free, or at least a much lower price to throw all those extra like microtransactions and things into to make it more worth it. Now, as far as recommending the game, I think if you own the Xbox Game Pass, whether it's PC Game Pass, console Game Pass, Game Pass Ultimate, whichever one it is, I think you should definitely check it out. Play with some friends. You'll have a ton of fun while doing it. If you're playing on other systems, I would probably wait, honestly, till there's a sale, just because it's not worth it to pay that $60 price for a game that has literally one thing to do and nothing else. Once it kind of gets further down the line, you know, maybe that might get better, but as of right now, if you're not doing either PC Game Pass or console Game Pass or Game Pass Ultimate, I would totally pass on it. But if you are doing those, definitely pick it up, download it, play it. It's a lot of fun. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more content, make sure to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time.